guess he started it.
Won't let nobody help you. I don't feel sorry for him.
I got rid of the cat out there.
It's in my nature. It's not saying.
Everybody just about wanted out there with the average got better, got it, get better, got over it.
Just had some health issues. Not the COVID. It wasn't COVID.
Oh, okay.
As you would be expected, his heart rate.
Does he test positive? Is he, does he test positive? You don't test positive, but you
I'm
still
trying to have
weak.
years. I didn't notice it.
Yeah,
Lived down there by Bridgeport.
yeah,
Right there on the lake, they built a house on the lake.
but you get rid of that.
One more time.
Even though you feel.
There's
you're rid of it.
There's-
Accepted that.
He was my first friend. I made him.
Really?
We've been friends since.
Just 'cause.
Floyd and Vera.
Can you hear me now?
They just like adopted me.
Oh.
You know, I just moved out of the house and Floyd was constantly on Bill.
All right, well, it looked like it. It's just nice looking at it, so sounds good.
And so like Bill would call and say, hey,
All
let's just meet him over at the smokehouse.
All
So
right,
see you
so
back.
that's it.
You ready to run races?
It was nice when you don't know anybody.
Oh, boy, he lost his wife first.
Mhm.
They like, I think about killed him.
Not too far, not too long.
Alrighty.
They were a sweet pair.
In true love, they'll do that, one down, another down, another. I'll die at least for like 30 years. More about 30 minutes. She'll mourn about 30 minutes. I can tell you this, she'll mourn longer than she will me. I get so tickled with her. Now you get up and go recliners with us, you know, lovely thing. With the lacquer. Lisa Spalter, so not every time she gets ready down, she'll walk to the edge of it, wait on Lisa to let her down. You know? Lisa, I'm not letting her back up here. It'll be 3 minutes, she'll be putting me back up. Back up. That dog is, we'll never have another one. She don't bother me. You set a bowl for the floor, she won't touch it till you tell her she can.
He's pretty smart.
Easy, long vacation.
No, he.
So my leg,
So attached to him.
Mhm.
You get too attached to
We
him.
had a big
I got worked out
I think your hearing in mine is going bad.
No, here,
My dog, yeah.
Mine is, it's like all of a sudden it happens and she can't hear anything and I have to go. Come on, we're going. You know, I have to go kind of point her, and she follows blue. If she sees blue getting up going, she's like, oh, I guess I need to get up and go.
I'll tell you something I'm not trying. I do this, Maggie. Maggie will be there at the door now. And then I'll take, right behind her ears, I'll kiss them, push them pretty hard. They don't bother. She'll
Maybe
get
that
what
has
she
some
can hear.
information.
I don't know if it's something in that eardrum, you know, but I may have something in there or something, so I'll rub them. And she'll, get what she can hear for a few weeks. And
I thought she might have one of those ear infection things, but she doesn't seem to be favoring, you know.
I'll tell you how you cover that. If you put your nose down in her ears, Maggie real bad about getting ear infections in one ear. And I'd always, she's in my lap, get your husband, because I always smell her ears. You smell it.
I'll have to take it, I'll have to look at it. But you know, she's like 11, 12, she's a big dog. And she still just runs and jumps and she just seems like she was,
That's
she
when Maggie
was
was
great.
great.
She came here and And I
See,
think
a
when
bad
it's
or
gone
not,
out,
sleeping sound. She'll be laying on the floor and I walk over her and she never wakes up. And she used to be like that.
yeah, I think they don't hear you coming.
Yeah.
That's Bennington's thing.
I think she was gonna hear it very good anymore.
It's hard.
Huh?
It's hard. I mean, he is on his feet all day. They don't.
You don't sit by me.
Thank you.
What you looking Yeah, well,
And he likes it, but it's coming on his age.
the young ones, they don't. They don't know what I did.
You know, he does know that, but he likes the, he likes the people, you know, being around the people.
We may need to change that.
And it's so funny, almost all the people that come in are people who.
Or with, stayed with us.
He likes it, though. There's a lot of people. He just tells me to call his cell number and he'll talk to him. He's been helping some gentlemen.
Also, on Thanksgiving?
Rebuilding
For
some
breakfast,
cylinders.
No, for lunch.
And then he.
For lunch and dinner and
Yeah, he does a small, small. Just to make him look extra.
Yeah.
Which is, you know,
Say,
but I think we work every Saturday. Which he works every Saturday. He's only out on Wednesday and Sunday.
I'll have my
So
burrito.
it's, there's not a lot of extra time.
every minute of
You just didn't want these days.
How's Cindy doing?
I'm gonna go pop just in case.
How's Cindy? Your wife, too?
We're ready for business. We'll turn it on this time.
How's Mark? Is he not?
He's doing pretty good. He had to go back this morning for, to look, see if they could test and hook him back up. So he'd be here. He just,
I'm glad he's not, he don't need to be out.
he does have the COVID on top of what all he's had.
Lord, bless his heart. Been through it.
Y'all ever said that about me and I had a broken foot?
Self-inflicted wound, though.
Mac, I'm sorry.
We just held the door open for you, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I held the door open for you.
One time?
Yes, I did.
I just had a foot under my wheel and I went by.
Do you recall the day before you broke your foot? What
Yeah, I recall who was out there by the ladder. And the next day the ladder failed.
It was dangerous.
I've got 9 a.m., November 23rd, 2020. We'll call the Commissioners Court of Montague County to session. I've asked Commissioner Langford to say our opening prayer, and then we'll stay standing for the pledge of allegiance.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day you blessed us with. We thank you for what little rain we got. Pray that you just send a little more our way. And thank you, dear Lord, for all the blessings you've given each and every one of us. Pray, dear Lord, you'll just be with the ones that's got this COVID and help us to get rid of this just as quick as we can. Pray, dear Lord, be with all the men and women serving in the military. Protect them, lead, guide, and direct us. Just be with this Commissioner's Court that we make the best decisions possible. Pray this in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
So that moves us to item 3, which is public comments. Do we have any public comments? Hearing none. So we'll move to item 4, which is our consent agenda. The consent agenda includes non-controversial and routine items that the court may act on with one single act upon it individually as part of the regular agenda. And our consent agenda today is for approval of minutes, examine all accounts and reports relating to the finances of the county, audit and settle all accounts against the county and direct their payment, approval of payroll, and accept the county treasurer's monthly report.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second. I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford, a second by Commissioner Mayfield. Is there any discussion? All right, all in favor? All voted for. Item 6, discuss and consider approving the Texas Association of Counties Risk Management Pool Liability Renewal Questionnaire for auto physical damage, general, public officials, and law enforcement liability, and take necessary action.
I think, Judge, you skipped.
We skipped number
Did I skip
5.
one?
Skip 5.
I skipped 5. Let's go back to 5. Discuss and consider approving the fiscal year 2021 Texas County and District Retirement System Plan Agreement and take necessary action. This, on our fiscal summary plan for 2021, with the money that we were able to pay in, we are currently, our funding, we're at 97.3, which I think is standing at this point.
Myself, this is one of the goals that I've had here, and that looks like it's sure obtainable to get this 100 or at least 102 or 3% funded before I move out. So do you need
I think we just need a motion to approve this.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2021 Texas County and District Retirement System Plan Agreement. And that does include the elected rate, the 1424. Okay.
Third.
All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I've got a second by Commissioner Darden. Is there any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Now let's go to 6. Discuss and consider approving the Texas Association of Counties Risk Management Pool Liability Renewal Questionnaire for auto physical damage, general, public officials, and law enforcement liability, and take necessary action. Essentially, this is it's a questionnaire that we do annually. It simply lists all of our liabilities, our vehicles, etc. I think it's in a motion to approve this.
Motion to approve the Texas Association of Counties Risk Management Pool Liability Renewal. Gives you the authority to sign if you need it.
Yes, sir. Second. I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I've got a second by Commissioner Mayfield. Is there any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. All right, item number 7, discuss and consider interlocal agreement between Lubbock County acting through the Regional Public Defender for capital cases in Montague County and take necessary action. And what this is, I'm sure you're all familiar with it. Again, it's an annual thing, and this is the interlocal agreement that we enter into should we have a capital murder case in Montague County, and this assists with funding of the defense.
I know we'd entered into this a few years back, and it just gives us, it doesn't pay the whole bill, but
No.
it does help us with them couple of defenders.
Exactly.
It's pretty good peace of mind for what we have to pay. I'll make the motion to approve the interlocal agreement between the Lubbock County and through the Regional Public Defender capital cases and Montague County.
And give myself that authority.
Yes.
Third.
All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford, a second by Commissioner Darden. Any discussion?
Is there a cost on that listed, or is that just something,
There is,
is it still changing every each year?
it does change. I think it's cheaper, it gets a little cheaper every year.
No,
It has.
Yeah.
Did y'all use that one time Bob held and kept the notification?
No, we got it after that. We've only had that in place about 5 or 6 years probably. And
And last year you talked about good deals or whatever.
well, it just helped. We still are going, if we have one of those cases, it's going to cost the county some money, but at least that'll help cover. Because you have to have 2 attorneys for the capital murder case and some more stuff.
So you do, and if it's a capital murder case, you can't just draw an attorney from our pool. It's got to be a capital murder certified lawyer.
That's right.
I assigned.
And so the majority of those are going to come out of the Metroplex. And then, as Commissioner Langford said, you'll have 2 appointed, and so the bill will come out pretty fast. All right, so any further discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Takes us to number 8. Discuss and consider approving line item adjustment and or journal entries for outstanding bank reconciliation items and take necessary action. On this one, what I understand, I've discussed this with our auditor, and what I understand, there's no change in any funding or any monies. It's my understanding that from back in 2019, there are entries that were made in one area when maybe it should have been made in another. Anyway, this reconciles this, and am I stating that correctly? And so that we can zero out the module in our bank reconciliation software.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Does it need a number attached to it, the amount of money it is, moving around?
No, because basically it's just a journal entry to correct the balance.
Okay.
I don't think we're actually moving any money. It's just a,
When, in 2019, when payroll corrections were done, the payroll was done, then it was corrected. So it goes in, comes out, and then another one's done to correct that one. And when the bank statement was reconciled, all the offsetting numbers were not matched correctly. And so then those were corrected by the software company, and this is what we're left with. So it is just in the bank reconciliation module, nothing, there's no actual dollars that, we just need to correct that module to clean it up.
Can you say that again in Spanish? I understood.
Si, senor.
and it looks like it's a period of about a 90-day period that we had some issues in 2019.
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to approve them modules, is that what it is?
It's the adjustment.
I know,
Adjustment.
Justin.
The way it's stated is just journal entries for the outstanding bank reconciliation.
You got it.
I'll second that motion.
All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Mayfield. I've got a second by Commissioner Langford. Is there any discussion about this? All right, all in favor? All voted for. Item 9 is discuss and consider approving the district attorney's office to upgrade and lease a new copier from Mesa Business Machines in Wichita Falls. And it looks like we've got it's a monthly cost of $180.
I did talk with the
Yes, sir.
district attorney's office about this, and their old lease has run out.
Okay.
And this is the new proposed lease. So,
So just to continue on with what they,
yes. It may be, it's close.
The money, it says 180 here, it is close to the same one.
Yes.
Does that come out of hers or come out of something we have set up for?
That comes out of her office.
Okay. All right, I'll Make the motion, Judge, to approve the district attorney's office to upgrade and lease a new copier for Mesa Business Machines of Wichita Falls. And give the authority to sign all necessary documents.
So I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I've got a second by Commissioner Darden. Is there any further discussion? All in favor? All vote for. All right, item 10, discuss and consider approving and adopting the Montague County Employee Handbook and take necessary action. You know, I think what we, and I'm going to let Treasurer speak here. I think what we did previously is we went through and we approved all the changes we were going to do, but then we never actually adopted the handbook per se. So if you want to speak to this.
We just need to adopt it. I do have 2 changes to the language in the sick and vacation policy.
Okay.
It states in there that you accrue it for your first year. You only accrue until January 1st of your first year of employment. On January 1st, you go ahead and get your 80 hours of vacation and 56 hours of sick time. So I just need to make those changes to that so that it's a little more clear.
That's for the first years when you're talking about.
Your first year of full-time employment.
After that, it's posted on your account.
Correct.
Full.
The full amount is posted. If you start in November, you're gonna accrue the 3.08 and the 2.15 hours per pay period. But then in January, you're gonna get your 80 hours of vacation and the 56 hours of sick time.
So we need a motion to approve it with those
With those
changes.
I'll make the motion to approve adopting the Montague County Employee Handbook with the changes mentioned. Give you the authority to sign it.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Langford, a second by Commissioner Mayfield. Is there any further discussion? All in favor? All vote for.
We're gonna have those printed up.
Yeah, that's on.
Hmm.
We're getting to that. Oh. So item number 11, discuss and consider approving and adopting the DOT safety handbook and take necessary action. And so basically what that is the same thing again that we've already talked about previously and approved, which is the drug testing. DOT.
We've finally got that hammered out.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve and adopt the DOT safety handbook. Give you the authority to sign it.
So I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford, and a second by Commissioner Darden. Any further discussion? All in favor? All voted for.
Excuse me, Judge. All of the commissioners will need to sign that, not just,
Okay, I see
yeah,
that on.
not just the judge.
I'll be able to give whoever the authority, all necessary signatures.
Looks like all members of the court. So
Yes.
with that amended motion, do you have a second? So amended motion by Commissioner Langford, second by Commissioner Darden. All in favor? All voted for. All right. Item 12, discuss and consider approving the budget adjustment to the Treasurer's Office for $1,185 for printing of the Montague County Policy Handbook and take necessary action. And I think what the Treasurer and I have discussed is that we'll print enough of them for every employee to have one. Then you're going to have how many left in stock to hand out as time goes by?
Approximately 70 copies left.
Okay, so we'll have plenty to hand out as if somebody loses one, needs one, we hire an employee. And to copy all of those, that bill is $11.85.
Take it out of your budget, Mike.
I think Roy's would be a good.
I don't have that line in.
They're gonna have to pull that out of contingency, I imagine. Is that, Jennifer, where we'd normally get that from contingency? There's not any type of line item that would cover that for office supplies, are they?
I think we could safely take that a not departmental utilities. And I think it's a safe spot to take it from and move it to the treasurer's office, and then she can budget for it in the coming years.
I'll make a motion, Judge, to approve the budget adjustment from non-departmental to the treasurer's office for $1,185 for the printing of the Montague County Personnel Policy Handbooks.
All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I've got a second by Commissioner Darden. Any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Takes us to item 13. Discuss and consider request from Nortex to name a private road in precinct 1, Sunset Ridge Lane for the 911 purposes, located on Highway 287 Service Road and Highway 101 Sunset, Texas, and take necessary action.
I got a call from Montague about this, subdivision is, you gotta look at, none of the lots in there are less than 10 acres. And, they wanted this road named, somebody's gonna build a house in there, I guess. So anyway, they want to name it Sunset Ridge Lane. And it's located right there at the corner of 287 Service Road and Highway 101.
I think it'll slow things up for you, Roy, but I think you'll have to have that posted in the paper for a couple of weeks. I had to do on the private road, it was
I did my best.
on Starkey. That's the way it's supposed to be done, is on that post the private road of Starkey Ranch Road for 2 weeks and have a public hearing to name that for Nortex is what I've done that other one for. I'm not saying we've done it every time, but it went back and looked,
That's where you're supposed to do it.
it needs to be just to cover the bases on it.
Let's just,
So I'm going to table this.
yeah, let's just table it till.
Well, we can go ahead, Judge, and give him permission to name this road with the transportation, in ordinance with the transportation code. And that's how because when people petition the court for a name change or something, that's what we usually do to make, to make the motion to go forward with this according to the transportation code. And that's,
Like that motion.
I hate to hold it up, but it's just gonna cover, any more gonna have to cover the bases on this. Second.
No, I know that if you understand the motion.
Yes, oh, yes.
All right, so we've got a motion.
Okay.
I'm big Bob.
Got a motion by Commissioner Darden. I've got a second by Commissioner Mayfield. Any further discussion? All in favor? All voted for. All right, 14, discuss and consider permission for precinct 2 to enter into a finance contract and resolution between Government Capital Corporation and Montague County for the purpose of procuring a motor grader and related equipment and take necessary action.
That's actually 2 motor graders. And what I'm gonna trade 2 in and purchase 2. And that's just the resolution. I think Jennifer, you got a copy and everybody's got a copy of it.
I have a copy of the resolution, but I need a copy of the
Prices.
the invoice.
Contract.
Yes.
Okay. I've got it. I don't have it with me.
Okay, just detailing the 2 that are being traded in. So
Okay. Take them on.
Quote or invoice, but I'll second that.
And give you the authority to sign. Give just so to sign. Thank you. Yes, sign it, don't we?
Somebody-
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Mayfield. I've got a second by Commissioner Langford. Any further discussion? All in favor? All voted for.
Judge had to make payments on that thing now. Just money.
All right, item 15, discuss and consider approving precinct 2 to accept donation of $4,500 to chip seal roads to take necessary action.
That's just, the donation I got for some chip seal work, and I need to make a motion to accept that, put it in my, is it asphalt? Paving. Line item.
Second.
I've got a motion by Commissioner Mayfield. I've got a second by Commissioner Langford. Any discussion? All in favor? All voting for. Item 16, discuss and consider permission for Montague County to sell surplus equipment with government deals. Take necessary action.
I put this on there, Judge. I've used this group in the past and they've done a very good job for me. And I just kind of left it open for the whole of Montague County. So anybody that wants to put it on with govdeals.com is actually the name, but I've left in the paperwork with Roy and Mike both. Anybody who wants where you fill it out, take pictures yourself and send it in, they'll sell it online and it doesn't cost us anything for commission now. They've changed this up to where they claim it's the buyer's way of doing business and they pay the whole bill on far as any type of commission or anything. So they've done a good deal in the past, and I'd like to make a motion for Montague County to use govdeals.com for selling surplus auction equipment.
Sorry.
And Jennifer does need a copy of anything that's on, that sells. It'll have an inventory number, so she can be able to take it off when you sell it.
All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I've got a second by Commissioner Jordan. Any additional discussion? All in favor? All voting for. All right, that takes us to item 17, which we will go into an executive session to be in compliance with the Texas Open Meeting Act, Chapter 551, Government Code, and Vernon Civil Statutes. That we will convene in that session to deliberate personnel matters regarding the Montague County Clerk's Office. Following that, we will come back from that executive session and reconvene and take necessary action. So I've got 9:26, and I think the simplest thing with this Zoom running, maybe we can just step in here. I think we've got people in our meeting room down there, so we can just step in here in my office. We've got chairs.
Oh, shucks. I don't know, you want one or not?
Yes, and I think maybe you should come.
That's nice. I would be sweating. I don't get that cold. Well, my feet get cold and they'll be cold now till, I don't know, April. But I just, I mean, like, just wearing these boots right here with these thick socks, my feet are just, they're just like sweating.
Oh,
I don't like closed up shoes. My feet are like, well, get off. Come on.
All right. All right, thank you.
I'm not with Tracy yet. I know, he's always here.
well, as many cases as there are in the world, maybe not.
That's why I put my mask on, 'cause everywhere I go, people are, every time I turn around, people are sick, so. It's trying to be. Hey. Marshall. We're gonna get off and go up. Don't burn my one. And I saw him. Yeah. Just, yeah. We saw a big old deer out of John Griffin's place out by Wingo, but he hopped the fence, so he was on somebody else on the neighbor's property, so. But he was a big deer. Hey, we have any things down I was going to tell you that this was made it feel like, and y'all have the food drive, y'all are welcome to the box, or the police office. People can drop them off there, and, you know, just a thought for the people, you know. If somebody might want to bring some, if they're driving right by us, as opposed to getting in the car. And I know you said that you were rain for some time. We have to provide that, that big boy is, bring you rain, so, you know, y'all can always use this for people like that. Well, and when they need to stop at two for the, come back, I mean, after the holidays. Yeah, anytime you want to do that, just holler at me. You're welcome to put anything up there, because sometimes it just makes it easier. But Junior and I had a humongous, I saw some pictures of this stuff, like, fishing, it was, oh, trouble. People find that, just, like, 5, 6, whatever, networks you use. It doesn't really, unless you have to do it all days, until you real trying. I know the mission is more people than ever, and people that never seen. People that want to do all All right, then. Well, in the future, or if y'all decide you wanna tell people they That'd be good.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we will come back into open session at 9:34 a.m. What we have is we have a formal letter from Glenda Henson, our county clerk, announcing her retirement. Her letter states to Montague County Commissioners Court, "This notice is to officially inform you of my retirement from office of the Montague County Clerk, effective 12/31 of 2020. The last 22 years, 15 as your county clerk with this county, will always hold fond memories as my work and dedication end. I want to say thank you to my home county and to each and every one of you. I am very grateful to have worked with such a great team. Godspeed. Sincerely, Glenda Henson."
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Yes.
Does with regret. I'll make the motion to accept her resignation on December the 31st, 2020.
Right.
All right, so we have a motion by Commissioner Langford. I have a second by Commissioner Darden. Any additional discussion on that portion? All in favor? All voted for. The second actual portion of our executive session would be the appointment of the current chief deputy to fulfill that position, who is Kim Jones. Glenda Henson's retirement will take effect at midnight on December 31st of 2020. And so what we would do is we would appoint the chief deputy, who is Kim Jones, who would take office effective at midnight, January 1st of 2021. And that's the second portion of our executive.
You swear her in, don't you?
Yes, sir.
I'll make the motion, Judge, to appoint Kim Jones, Chief Deputy for Montague County, to move up to County Clerk. I can't even think what it wrote down here, County Clerk, on January 1, 2020.
Second.
2021, excuse me.
Yeah. Second.
All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I had a second by Commissioner Mayfield. Any additional discussion on that? All right, all in favor? All voted for.
At least you're trying to die because I'm not spraying another year.
What did I say, 2021? Well, I did get yours right, didn't I? December 31st, 2020?
Yes, you did.
All right, but I wrote part of it down here, so.
Well, and I know that, again, I know I'm hating to lose you in here. I do know that Ms. Jones will make a smooth transition. She's been with you for many years.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm happy for you.
All right, so that concludes all the items on our commissioner's report today. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Have a motion to adjourn by Commissioner Langford. I have a second by Commissioner Darden. All in favor? All voted for. Thank you very much.
Not even here to,
Defend yourself.
yeah, to defend herself or make
What happens with officer?
Thanks for that.
He's a good guy.
do what?
Very good.
Oh, wow. That's a- No, he's my first, oh, Lord, he's my first friend.
Do what you want.